There we go. Good job, Fifi. Should I take some back? There we go. Got extras to give to you as and when needed. Oh, Fifi, I need to defloof you again. Will you allow me to steal any now, or will that put you off your breakfast? Good morning, Aunt Hall. Good morning, Kinetic. How's it going? I stole a bit. Phoebe's just so fluffy at the moment. Good morning, David and Doodles and Zara and Drew and Joe. Helen, thank you very much for the 54 months. Good morning. And Mazira, thank you very much for the 50 months. Good morning. Good morning, Kate. Good morning, Rob. Did everyone have good long weekends? Wait, if I swap. Good morning, Cow. Morning, Tommy and Saffron and Hetland. Kitten is sleeping between screen and keyboard. Everyone needs to be quiet. Oh no. Oh no. Soft and gentle today. I'm worried about Fifi blocking up her tummy with all her floof. So I'm trying to steal as much as I can while she's distracted. I was at forwards, so I'm very tired now. What's forwards? Survived a trip to London without getting out. That's nice. Come on in, Boba. May I request a belated birthday hat from me for Saturday? Yeah, the hat must be... Oh, I can see a hat. I'll grab that in a bit. Good morning, Lucy. Bum, bum, bum. Little festival on Clifton Downs. Ah, that sounds nice. Oh, I think I did see a few of the food places where that I follow were at something this weekend. Good morning, Rob. Stealing. Being very patient, Fifi. Thank you. I appreciate this. It's just quite hard to get her to to be still a lot of the time. So you gotta steal the floof when you can. Steal floof whilst the sun shines. Steve, thank you very much for the 56 months. 52 weeks, that's like a whole year. Oh wait, it's 52 months. Oj. But I've enjoyed every month. I joined your community after seeing you in Jingle Jam many years ago, and then saw you streamed my bunnies, and then I was like, could be cool. Now I am in the bunny coat, but don't tell people it's a coat. Thank you. It is bizarre how long I've streamed for now when I see numbers like that on on subscriptions. Where do the time be going? So I've stolen that and that little bit from Fifi. I'll see if I can get any more. She is just like, there is just so much coming off of her at the moment. And when she grooms, it just all goes into her tummy. So I've got to try and lessen how much can go in. I started watching when we were all locked down. Yeah. It was a time. Oh, okay. Are you ready for your one last one each? There you go. Gerry. Yeah. Okay. Before she runs away, I'll try and get as big a smooths as I can off of her. Good smooths. It would be a bit better if I had a damp hand. Oh my gosh, it's just flying off. Okay, there we go. Operation still a little bit of floof. Great success, look at that. Fifi, I stole all of that from you. That's your floofs. Can I steal a bit more? It's just, I cannot believe how much it flies off of her. There's just so much fluff in the air. Okay, wait. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. I wonder if I can lure. Wait, where? Oh, you're both over there. Gerry! Gerry, this one's cold. That's yesterday's one. Gerry, this one's cold. It's cold. If you're warm. Yeah. One's nice and cold. I didn't get a chance to replace the other one yet. But hopefully... Oh, there we go. See, Fifi has embraced the cold. There we go. Okay, here we go. Oh, hang on, Gerry. Can I move your ears down the tiniest little smooshiest bit, please? Happy birthday, Boba. I hope you had a wonderful day. It was super cozy and full of, treats. There we go. Just about got away with it. It is still fairly warm over here, but I think it's only... Oh, Fifi, I'm sorry, that was my fault. Her feet were right next to Gerry and I was smushing him and I think I kept on tickling her peats. But, what was I saying? Yeah, it's still fairly warm. I think just today, I think it's set to storm tomorrow. And then, it's going to cool down and be rainy for the rest of the week. We should mix things up. I don't know if it is still set to storm, but the last time I checked, there was a little storm symbol on Wednesday. But we've been promised storms before and had them taken away, so we shall see. But yeah, I should have a few days off of watering the garden at least. For the rest of the week. But yeah, my goodness. I had quite a busy weekend. And then so on Saturday I had my friend's baby shower in the afternoon, and people ended up staying until like 6, so it's quite a long one. I wasn't really sure how long baby showers lasted, but it was quite a long one. And then I had to tidy up and then I'd said that I would go to my friend's house afterwards, thinking that baby showers are just a short thing. I had made evening plans as well. So I pretty much finished packing up and then went straight to my friend's house and didn't get home until like morning exec. I didn't get home until almost like 2 a.m. So I was absolutely done in after Saturday. But then on Sunday, I had made plans as well because Alex's family came down to visit, and usually we go out for lunch, but I was like, I'll do everyone an afternoon tea. So I was making afternoon tea, and there was various, like, I had to do it, some of it completely gluten-free, and other dietary things. So I did all of that. Morning, Mildred. And so yeah, there was that. I was like making a lot of food for a lot of the day, Then we went out for a little walk, which was nice. And then what did I do Sunday evening? We had a reason. Oh, actually, Sunday evening, I then got to catch up on all the gardening I hadn't been able to do throughout the week. So I went out into the garden and I didn't come back in until it was too dark to garden. And then on Monday, I got up early and went to the cinema with my friend and we watched Freakier Friday. Money Mexicals. So yeah, watched Freakier Friday and then got home and then went to Trot's house to watch the Forbidden Door pay-per-view, and it was like 5 hours or something. So we just went around and watched like 5 hours of wrestling, and then came home and had a cup of tea and went to bed. But yeah, it was is it worth watching? It's like, it's more of the same. I wasn't really a fan of Freaky Friday. It's just my friend wanted to go see it, so I was like, yeah, I'll go watch it with you, because it's popcorn in a cool dark room, even when you're watching a film that you're not that invested in. So it was okay. I literally watched Freaky Friday for the first time at my friend's house on Saturday night. So I wasn't really, it's not like I had like a big nostalgia for it or anything. I had just seen it but 2 days before. So it was very much like, oh, that's that person from the first one, and oh, this is a reference to this bit from the first one. So I guess if it had been a few years since you'd seen it and it was like a childhood favourite or something, you'd probably get a bit more from it. But for me, I was just like, okay. But yeah, it had a guy I like from The Good Place in, so he was very good in it. He seemed nice, but it's just not really my sort of humour. I didn't know Trot was into wrestling. Yeah, Trot and I watch wrestling together like most weeks. That's what I spend my evenings doing a lot of the time, is just watching wrestling with Trot over Discord. And we've gone to see a few shows together as well. We went to Wembley and over to the one in Cardiff. We were umming and ahhing about going to this one at the O2, but we sort of decided that having been to see the big one at Wembley, it's just sort of like, yeah, being in the crowd is nice, but being at home and watching it on the telly where you can actually, because like I mostly watched the screens at Wembley because I couldn't actually see the wrestling itself, even though we were like really close, but just the layout of it meant that we could only see, I could see if people were stood up on the ropes, but other than that, as soon as they jumped down, I couldn't see them. So it's just sort of nicer to watch it on the big TV. Morning, Limewood. Good morning, Annie. What do I grow in the garden? So at the moment, I've made so many mistakes in the garden, I'll be honest, because I'm not really a garden person. I'm just trying to be. So I got like garden ready plugs for things, but obviously it's late in the year, and what I should have just done was buy the plants that have already grown so that I could enjoy them, because now everything is just going to be little until it dies in winter, which isn't the best, but you never know. So at the moment I have mint, basil, thyme, dill and fennel is like the edible stuff. Oh, and rosemary. I've got lavender, strawberries, fuchsias and pansies. So yeah, that's what's happening there at the moment. I'd like to have more stuff, but I'm basically like, because clearing it out in one go was a bit too much. So instead I've sort of been, you're tripping on the blankie. I've sort of been like clearing a bit and then filling it with nice stuff, and then clearing another bit and filling that with nice stuff. So the mint and the thyme are in pots. I put the mint, I mean literally everything's in pots because there's no actual ground in our garden. It's all paved over. So sadly there's not much choice to put things into the ground. Any more spiders? It's like mostly earwigs, I would say, have been the problem. The spiders have been little, but earwigs seem more offensive. But there is a bit that I need to clear. That's my next gardening job to do. And are you okay, baby boy? Yeah, I'm scared of, because that I need to clear the place where all the spiders will be. So yeah, I live in fear. I was genuinely thinking of just asking Rob to come and visit because he doesn't mind spiders, and be like, look, can you just spend a day gardening with me, please? Can you just do the spider bit so I don't have to worry? But yeah, so a lot of people say about mint just spreading, but obviously because I'm only growing mint to give to the bunnies, for me that would be quite a nice thing. If the entire garden filled with mint, I'd be set. That would actually do me quite to the favour if I had just had a really minty garden. So for me, I wouldn't particularly mind. I guess if it spread to the neighbours, maybe they'd mind. But for me, I'd be like, great, the bunnies are sorted. Good morning, Hannah. It's fun and games until you want to change it. Yeah. But like I said, our entire garden is just like concrete and then paved over on top of the concrete. So the likelihood of mint spreading is actually quite slim, sadly. But one of my jobs that I did on Sunday evening was that I moved the mint into a bigger pot in the hopes that it would spread. And then I moved basil into the mint pot. I'm hoping the mint survives, because I'll be honest, I was not careful. And I heard a lot of sad roots when I did it. So yeah. Fingers crossed. Hello, baby boy. The mint does actually survive. Tea. My mint keeps flowering, so lots of pruning for me. See, this is what I want. I want big mint. Would you like that, Gerry? Do you like big mint? The one that I don't like that keeps growing in the garden is bloody bindweed. That's the thing that I'm trying to get rid of, but the problem is that the roots have sort of gone into the concrete, so when I pull them they don't come out, they just sort of break off. But yeah, but the next thing I would like to do is clear, but basically we've got like we've got a compost bin that I want to set up, because there is, I did tell a bit of a lie. There is one bit of the garden that has soil underneath it. And I need to get to that bit, because at the moment it's got a lot of rotting wood between me and it. And I could sort of force my way. Good morning, gorgeous. I could sort of force my way past the wood, but it's so full of earwigs and spiders that I don't want to. I would worry that I would look down and my legs would be covered in them. So I'm going to clear it first. But yeah. Put new soil on top, raise the whole garden by 0.5 meter. That was genuinely what I was tempted to do, was to just get rid of all of the the whatchamacallit, get rid of all of the paving and just fill everything else, fill the whole gap with soil and then try and grow a lawn. But I don't know how successful that would be. Gerry, you know that there's food up there, don't you? You smart little guy. Big sniffer. But yeah. So I've been trying to do my best with it. Morning, Shortix. As long as they're not cockroaches, is fine. Do we get cockroaches in the UK? I can't think if we even... I'm trying to think if I've known of anyone to ever have a problem with them. I've never seen one. I think I always assumed that they were a thing that only happens in video games. Like Animal Crossing, when you don't log in for a long time. They're not real, they're just from games. Gardening stream when? I mean, I am tempted to get a... German and Oriental cockroaches are a thing in the UK. Ah, see, I never knew. I've never seen one. You do get a lot of woodlice, but woodlice are just very inoffensive, I find. I love woodlice. You definitely can get them, but they're not particularly common, yeah. Probably they're sold as reptile treats and one would have definitely escaped, that's true. Yeah, woodlice are just chill little cheesy pegs. I love them. I was wondering if I could do a gardening stream. The problem would be so my gardening job, like I said, is just to break down this fence panel. So it would be like a horrendous stream of me occasionally running away and flinching and crying. Just every time anything touches me being like, ah! But once that is cleared and I can get some, so my plan is, as I read Metropolis streams, German ones probably came across by accident on boats. Yeah, once I've cleared out all of the fence panel, my next job will be so my mum gave me like loads of seed packets that's all stuff that it says plant in September. So if I can get to the point where by September I have cleared that and I've ordered some raised beds and some compost, then I can start filling that stuff up and planting that. And whether anything will happen with it, I don't know. Probably not. I'll be amazed if I grow anything. Also, thinking about it, I should be planting it in little things now and putting it in the greenhouse, right? Because that way... Although, I put some things in our little greenhouse and it got so warm in there that I think it literally just fried it. Like, it baked things in there, which I think is bad. So I was thinking, have I put the greenhouse in a bad place because it gets direct sunlight? And should I have put it round the corner where it won't get as much sunlight and it will keep things warm, but it won't murder them? It was only like I had bought like 40 pansy plugs and it was some of those, which is obviously not nice for those pansies, but it was only like 8 of them or something. The greenhouse does not have a window because it's one of those little, it's like, you know, the mini ones that have, it's the sort of material that like raincoats are made out of. It's got, so it technically it has a window that is just the big flap on the front that you use to open it. But it's not like a glass house. It's a see-through, like, I guess, is it PVC? No, something else. But some sort of flexible material one. Is it PVC? I don't know. Do you ever throw stones at it? Well, that would be fine because it's not glass. It's definitely light enough to move around. And yeah, Grammy did build it. If it gets very warm, you could put bamboo shades or something on it to cool it down. I mean, I guess I could just put things... Because what is best to do? So when you want to start things off, like little seeds for vegetables and the like, so you put them in, like, did you hear the word vegetables? You put them in, like, I guess, like a propagator, right? And then, do you put them on windowsills? You wouldn't leave them outside, would you? Because that's what you're trying to protect them from. What do you do? How do you do? Not a fake gator, a propagator. One of those propagators. Good morning, Ginge. Because I could get myself some of those ones that are like... You know the ones that you put on windowsills and they've got all the little things and then they've got like a little plastic see-through top on them and you just put them on the windowsill and they've got like 16 little pots inside. Oh, Fifi, I heard that. I heard your skull against my knee then. You just want food. Have you got a waft of the food and now it's all she can think about? You're like me. Can't leave a snack well enough alone. Once you know it's there, it's all you can think about. Yeah, maybe I should do that. That's you, Fifi. That's a little pile of you over there that I stole. Wonder if she can tell. So, bunny update. I bought the bunnies this stuff called Cosy that's meant to be... The vet told me, the vet was like, bunnies go absolutely mad for it and they love it and it encourages them to drink more and it's like a probiotic and it's got vitamin C and it's good for their tummies and blah, 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 blah. So I put one of their water bowls has that in and the other water bowl has just water. And I came downstairs this morning and they've drunk the entire bowl of the just water one and they have not even touched the one that bunnies are meant to go mad for. I'm just like, I don't think they like it at all. Where did she go? So, I guess I'll just keep refreshing it and topping it up and see if... Are you okay, baby boy? Do you need encouragement? There you go. Oh, no, not there you go. You can have a treat. Just there you go. There you go. It's okay. Oh, baby. But yeah, I got little feet flopped against me. Hello, you. What's got into you? Is it because it's been a few... I mean, I guess because I've been honk. I guess because it's been a little while since I've actually done breakfast with the buns because it's been busy. I think they're sort of excited that they might get food now instead of when I get back in the evening. Oh, Fifi. You gentle. You missed the buns? I've missed the buns because I've not got to spend much time with you recently, have I? I missed our bunnies. This morning, I was like, I'm going to have a lie-in because I've not had a lie-in or enough sleep at night for weeks now. So I was like, do you know what? I'm going to stay in bed. So I stayed in bed. I woke up at the time that I woke up. I don't know what happened to that sentence. It just fell apart. I woke up this morning, which is a good start, and I was like, I want to stay in bed more. So I lay in bed and I looked on I basically planned out an entire holiday that I want to do next year. And I looked at all the different trains, and I looked at Interrail, and I even went onto Interrail and planned out the whole journey and saw how long it would take. And then I did the classic thing, which is the only reason that you would travel anywhere. And I went on to Happy Cow, and I looked at all the different vegan restaurants in all of the places that I want to go to. Because who needs culture when you can just eat in places for entertainment? And that was my way of... That was my fun little exercise for the morning. But then I got a bit too... It's trying to find a nice balance between planning and also doing things spontaneously, which is something I struggle with. You could do bun streams from bed and use bun cam full screen to show on screen. That's true. I'm going to put my hand on the ice pod and then smooth you because your ears feel very warm, baby boy. And maybe that'll feel nice for you. Oh, I've just floofed your snoot. It's not going to help your sneezes, is it? No. But yeah, I was trying to time the trip so that if I were to go away next year, I obviously can't do it this year because there's not enough time left to plan things in. Well, there probably is if you're better at planning things, but we've already got a holiday booked next month, so I won't be doing anything for the rest of the year. But I was thinking oh, could I plan it for maybe my birthday next year? It's good to check ahead. We asked a pizza place if they have vegan cheese, and the response was, of course not, we're Italian. Well, I was amazed at, I was I was being quite bad when because Alex and I are basically saying, which Eurostyle would we get? Would we go to Brussels or would we go to Paris on the way there? Because we want to come back from Amsterdam. So I was like, which way would we go? And I was like, oh, the thing is, I could bother looking up Happy Cow Paris, but they're French. And Alex was like, don't say that. I was just like, well, yeah, but, they're French and it's Paris. And then I looked up Happy Cow Paris and there's actually loads of places. And then just to really hammer the point home, there's a person who I follow, an influencer called Zachary Bird. And I opened up Instagram and the first thing on my feed was Zachary Bird being like, finding vegan places to eat in Paris. People often dismiss it, but there's so many. And I was just like, oh, that was me, but 5 minutes ago. I was dismissing it. But yeah, turns out there's actually lots. So don't just assume people are French. To the Eurostar 2 from Amsterdam last week was nice. I was... so the plan is to go there either via France or Belgium. And then if I could time it so that I was in Hamburg for my birthday, that would be grand. If I could... And then go up to Copenhagen, spend 2 nights in Copenhagen, but in the day that is in between, pop over to Malmö and then come back via Amsterdam. That would be the plan. But I'm wondering if there needs to be an extra stop between those two, because Copenhagen to Amsterdam is a very long day. So it might be worth breaking it up with another stay in Germany. And I can say all of this stuff because it is an imaginary holiday that I probably won't actually ever get to go on. So I can add in as many stopovers as I like. I can just be like, yeah, so we're probably then just like pop over to Venice, because we can. But yeah. But you never know. Maybe one day. Look at that foot. It's such a good foot, Gerry. Did you grow that yourself? Did you make this? Is that yours? Oh, I saw a little stretchy toes there. Just take the yacht, of course. That does make sense. And then I will have someone sail me in my yacht down to round to Greece, and I'll just go through all the islands. Gerry, I'm not leaving you, don't worry. Well, I am in September, I'm sorry. But only for a week. I've timed my holiday so that I can come home and be with you on your birthday that you literally do not know exists because you don't know you were born. But I love you and I know when your birthday is. So that's all that matters. Although I celebrate you every day. As we should. Can't believe he's turning 2 next month, I know. Don't fall over, baby boy. I know. I know. But yeah, that's the current plan. And I was looking at the Interrail thing because you can decide how many days you travel on within that month. But truth be told, right, the problem I have is that obviously when you travel to places via big trains, the big trains tend to go to the cities. And it is a city I want to go to in Germany, but everywhere else I'm a bit like, I'm not really a city person. So the only pity is that I will be in the city. Whereas it would be nice to have a bit more time to go out and explore of other places, but also there's only so much time. My main thing I want to do, the whole reason that we're doing this, is just because I want to go to Hamburg. So as long as I get to spend, and I said to Alex, I was like, I will say now, I want to dedicate an entire day to Miniature Wonderland. That's not going to be like a morning trip or we pop there in the afternoon. That's a day. And he was like, I understand. I was like, that it gets its own thing. Rowdy, thank you very much for the 43 months. How you doing? How's it going? So, I was like, do we spend 2 nights there and have that be the only day, or do we have 3 nights there and have I don't know. The other place that it kept on suggesting is, I'm assuming it said Ghent. And I was like, why does it keep on suggesting Ghent? Has anyone ever been there? Would you recommend in my fantasy made-up holiday for me to go to this place? Not Kent. No. I've been to Kent. I used to live in Kent. I wouldn't recommend it. I've read it on a map. Oh. But truth be told, I don't even know what you're supposed to do in Brussels. Like, because I'm not a city person, I don't really understand why people go to cities if there isn't a model railway to lure them there. So, it's famously got a lot of textile mills. Oh. Oh. Oh, him schnuff. I think Ghent has some nice old buildings. I mean, there are some cities that I've been to that I enjoyed. Well, I guess is Stavanger. Stavanger's a city. I like that. Is Aalesund? Tromso? Yeah. There are some of them. But it's like I'm not really I'd much rather be out in the quiet places with a bit of nature. Love a bit of nature, me. But I guess maybe one day if I ever were to do like a road trip of... I would love to enjoy Visby. I would love to enjoy it. I mean, I'd love to visit Visby because Visby is where that was the place that inspired the town in Kiki's Delivery Service. So that is like one of the main places I would like to go to in Sweden. But I don't know if I would have time to go there this time. But it looks very beautiful. But I thought I can't go all that way and then not pop into Sweden for a day. And also Malmö has a lot of vegan places. So that's also a reason to go. Also it has Rithian, I suppose. Dunk, thank you very much for the 20 months. How you doing? How is it going? But yeah, maybe one day I'll do like a proper... Visby is a beautiful city. I went there for the medieval festival for many years. Ah, nice. I mean, I wish I could... Maybe what I need to do is I need to start visiting places in the UK and doing little videos on them, and then hope and pray that I become a a travel influencer somehow, and then I get paid to go to places. Is that the most logical way forward? To try and go on holiday? And good, Mikey arrived the other day. Nice. I did get an email from a company, I won't say who, but I got an email from a company that was like, we really liked your vegan recipe videos. Would you be interested in... It's basically this company that helps creators to do holidays and like retreats. And they're like, we think it would be great if you put together a retreat and then you sell tickets for it and then people will come. And I was like, what am I going to do? I'm not like a yoga instructor. I'm not a chef. I don't teach people how to cook. I was like, what do you expect I could put on a retreat about? Like, but yeah. And they were like, we pay for everything apart from your flights. And I was like, well, I don't want to fly anyway. And also, isn't that the expensive part? So yeah, I ignored that. I could tell Greek mythology stories. Ooh. But yeah. Bit of a weird one. Oh, smushy boy. Look at he. From his little nose to his little peats. What a guy. What a little guy. He... Was it Trover Trip? No, that doesn't sound familiar. I don't think so. Maybe? I can't remember. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, I don't think I don't think I would ever do anything like that. What about if you go retreat where the food is ancient Greek themed, everyone is dressed accordingly and you discuss mythology? The problem I have is that I'm very antisocial. So the idea of me having to lead a group of people would be bad. I'll be like, okay, if all of you could just not look at me and pretend I'm not here. Thank you. Okay, maybe it is time for you to have your little snacky. Do you like your little snacky? Oh, you make your own little snacky. That's okay. Once you've had your own little snacky, you can have a green snacky. Oh, yesterday was the final day for that Waterstones competition. I wonder if I won, because that would be nice. Ted, thank you. Oh, what was that? What just happened there, Gerry? Ted, thank you very much for the 57 months. Merry Christmas. What happened with your little hand there? What did you do? What happened? Eh? Hang on, let me give you your... Okay, I need you to come over here, baby boy, and then turn around and come here so it's on the blankie. Fifi! Fifi! What are you doing, Fifi? Oh, here she comes. There you go. Oh. Big yawn. Here we go. There we go. Genius, thank you very much for the 56 months. Oh my gosh. Witty comment. I sure hope it does. I am... I don't know if I'm going to go and see... Oh, it's cleaning time. I don't know if I'm going to go and see the Odyssey, because, like, there's a lot in the story that I just wouldn't want to see. So, yeah, I'm a bit undecided. And it's sort of like getting into the, it's getting out of my area of interest. Oh, sorry, Fifi. I wanted to steal that tuft. She did not take kindly for that. Sorry, Fifi. 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 Oh, she's too busy cleaning. I just wanted to get that one little tuft. She said no. Gerry, I think there's still some dill underneath you. Oh, there we go. Fifi. Fifi, I'm sorry. Fifi, can I give you a smush? Say sorry. There we go. Am I forgive? Am I forgive? I love you. There we go. I'm so scrunchy. Yeah, I'm more into like the early days of the gods and into like, I don't know, sort of up to Troy. Troy is on the verge. Everything after Troy, I'm a bit like, meh. But we shall see. Maybe it'll be good. I think it depends how he handles certain things. I might need to get someone else to go watch it and then tell me how certain parts of the story are handled, and then I'll decide. Don't worry, you won't be able to hear any of the dialogue in the film anyway. That's true. I hear they're doing it in ancient Greek. They're actually all of them have learned it, and the entire script. You just won't know. Greek mythology really got nerfed after Troy. It's true. When the gods take a step back, it becomes less interesting. When you're just into sort of the realm of man, who wants to know about that? I don't really like Odysseus as a person, as a character. But yeah. I enjoyed like reading about Circe, which dabbles obviously in the Odyssey, but yeah. I get all my Trojan War mythos from the Brad Pitt movie. Yes. They should redo that, but make it more gay. Same with everything. I mean, technically, I think Achilles and Patroclus, I think they actually are cousins, but they're still lovers, and that shouldn't take away from it. They are related. I can't remember exactly how, but yeah. But you know, it was different times. It was different back then. It was fine. There were fewer people back then. It was harder to find a partner, precisely. I did read Song of Achilles. I was trying to find my copy of it the other day, and I cannot for the life of me. But it must be somewhere in the house, I'm sure. I don't think I lent it to anyone. But yeah, look at you. Look at you just being a little guy living his life. I have Song of Achilles. I have yet to read it though. I enjoy it. Is it Planet Day later? It is. It do be the day for Planet. Goodness knows if I can remember what we were last doing on Planet. Something save the day. What did we do? I think I made another nuclear reactor. Is today the day we eat Kirsty into the sun? Maybe. Oh, not the snuffing times. Not the snuff times. Oh dear. What terraform level are you at? I can't remember any of the levels we were at, to be honest. I think we were maybe trying to make it a bit hotter to melt some of the ice caves, maybe. I think was that our next goal, but I can't remember. The secret from last week will not be revealed for a very long time. And I shall not be the one to break. But yeah, by the end of the year, let's say, you'll probably know what it was. But yeah, at some point you shall know. My friend is reading it and said, I know someone's going to die to create the tragedy, but it's not going to be Patroclus because he's telling the story, so I think it's going to be XXX, and I never thought harder to keep a straight face. Oh, that's a point. I finally offloaded my copy of Eros and Psyche onto Alex's sister. I was like, do you care about accuracy in Greek mythology? And she was like, I don't really know much about Greek mythology. And I was like, perfect, read this book. And I was like, because I've lent her books before, but I was like, if you don't like it, give it to a charity shop. I don't want it back. Thank you. Oh dear, oh dear. I just couldn't get through it. And I tried to offload it onto various people, but sadly, none of them would take it. Rob, talking about you. So yeah. But I finally shifted it. What's the longest between filming and release that you've been involved with? Oh, I don't know. I mean, usually there's a gap of like 3 months or something with things, I'd say. Long enough for when people are like, oh, this video came out, crabs in a bucket, am I right? And I'm like, I have no memory of what you're talking about. I don't know. I don't remember this. There's been a lot of time and a lot of things between there. But yeah. So there is usually, and then sometimes you do a recording and they just put it out that week and you're like, oh, I actually remember this place. It's an odd one. I'm guessing there's reasons for all of this stuff. Which GeoGuessr was it that you guessed due to the TV show? I watched all of them yesterday and couldn't figure out which one it was. I don't know if it's one that's been released yet, but basically there's one where the answer is Cosy? Is that how you say it? In like south, never you tried a southwest India, and it just happened that it was in the, is it the fourth or fifth? It was whichever one I had literally just watched at the time. I think it's the fifth series of Race Across the World. They happened to have just gone down the west coast of India. And I was just like, oh, I recognize that name. They went there. And I remember it being vaguely. So all I did was like, I went down the street. I found a shop that had the name. Is it like Calicut? That is the same place as Cozy? It's something like that. Basically, I've not seen the show in a few weeks, so it was fortunate timing that it just happened to be fresh in my head at that time. Whereas I've now since watched the other series, so they've all fallen out of my head. But I was like, I remember this being on the journey. So I just went to India on the map. I zoomed in and I just sat and stared at it until the name jumped out at me. I was just like, if I look long enough, I'm going to see this on the map. And then eventually I was like, there it is. But I saw a comment the other day that was like, Duncan's mouse didn't move for like, it didn't move for like 10 seconds. He was clearly Googling. And I was like, great, that's what it's going to look. Because sometimes if I move the map too much, I don't actually read it. So sometimes I will just be like, I'm just going to sit and look at the map because I don't take it in otherwise. And I'm like, great, I'm going to be the next Google accusation. But yeah. But I just find that if I move the map a lot, then I'm just panicking. Whereas if I actually just sit and look at it for a bit, I can be like, slow down, take it in, and just, commenters are always 100% accurate. Yeah. I mean, the other thing that I will do that I've seen people say is a good thing to do is even if I'm not sure where it is, I'll just click on the map and then I'll like have a look around. Because then at least you don't do the thing where you don't get, I mean, I think I did do it once or twice where you don't get any score whatsoever. But I've always tried to be like, I'll at least have a point on a map. So I get, even if it's 20 points, I get something. But yeah, but I don't think that episode's out yet. So I don't know. But yes, I guess it is time for me to run away. Boop, 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 doo 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 boop. Oh, Fifi, what are you doing? You just fell into the crevasse. Hello, Anno. Shall we go to Hannah? Shall we go see Hannah? I will not be back until 5 p.m. instead of the usual 2 p.m. because of it being Planet Day. So, yes, I will be off to therapy now. So I'm fine. I'll be absolutely fine. I won't be crazy by the time we do 5. Well, I shall speak to all of you soon. I hope you all have wonderful days, whatever you get up to. I'll see some of you later. The rest of you have a good day, and I shall speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Boop.